This is a video of a bike ride from Santa Monica at 2,360 meters down to Miacatlán at 1,027 meters. So it's mostly a downhill ride. Pretty nice. It starts out through a big canyon and cuts up and over a ridge and down into Miacatlán. It's about 40 kilometers. And this starts in Santa Monica, and I rode 40 kilometers from Cuernavaca to get to Santa Monica, which is a pretty nice ride, but that's a ride for a different set of photographs. This ride is just from Santa Monica on, and goes down through the forest. The ride I took was on Ash Wednesday and goes through Chalma. And Chalma is a major pilgrimage site. So on this day of Ash Wednesday, they decorate a lot of trucks and cars with crosses and flowers, as you see there. And they hike, and they all come to Chalma. It's a big festival. So the towns are kind of crowded, but the road is very, very nice. Not too much traffic on a Wednesday, normally. Coming into the little village of Ahuehuete. A little more crowded than you would expect for a regular Wednesday. Some pilgrims there in their bright orange and yellow clothes. Down through the forest. A lot of it's pretty steep. It's pretty nice on a bicycle. Followed that that white truck for quite a ways. We were going about the same speed. Coming into Chalma now. There's a lot of traffic in Chalma. A bicycle helped get me by most of the cars. Actually, a bicycle was the best way to get through town that day. A lot of people there for the festival. People selling stuff along the roadside. A hat dealer there selling veggies. On the way out of town through the arch, go almost all the way to Malinalco, but not into Malinalco. I take the turnoff at Ejido Chalmita right before Malinalco. And from the turnoff here, we begin to start back uphill. Not too much traffic along this road that day, or any day usually. There are a couple of pilgrims, as you see, on their bicycles heading for Chalma. I'm going on up up the hill. Gotta cross that ridge to get over into Morelos. We're looking back into the state of Mexico here, looking back toward Malinalco and the canyon we rode down through. And this is the road up from there. At this point, you get a nice view from this point. It's still another about 2 kilometers on up to the top of the ridge, which would be the state line between the state of Mexico and the state of Morelos. There's my trusty bicycle. I bought that bicycle about 13 years ago. Been getting around on it ever since. Almost to the top now. Just coming over the top. It's mostly downhill from here to Miacatlán. A little bit of uphill, but not much. Yeah, mostly through ranch land, a little bit of farmland. As you can see to the left there, the blue-gray agave, field of agave that they make mezcal and tequila from. From the little village here of Palpan, the road gets kind of rough. From there on down, I'd really recommend a gravel bike or a mountain bike. You could do it on a road bike, but you'd have to go a little slower. Still just about all downhill to Miacatlán. Gentle downhill here. Coming into town now. I finished my ride here in Miacatlán. Took the bus back to Cuernavaca. It was a very nice ride. About 80 kilometers in all that I rode that day. This was the last 43.